Hello, this is Justice Backstrom, and welcome back to another video. Today, I will be talking about the Olympics, and, the Olympics could be great. The Olympics is a great idea, just conceptually, the idea of the whole world coming together, and allies and adversaries alike, and competing in these sports and stuff, and just highlighting peak human specimens that have absolutely perfected their craft and their skills in a given sport. And it can also be great for unity within a nation, because I've always observed that one of the best ways to unite people that have disagreements is to give them a common enemy, or a, not enemy per se in this case, because you're not killing them, you're just having some friendly competition with them. But here, let me give you a scenario. Imagine it's the 1960s, and maybe you're not exactly racist, but you just have some prejudices against black people, and then now your country is sending some black runner to the Olympics, and you have to, you either root for them or you root against your country, and provided that that athlete doesn't make it about politics and racism and stuff like that, you're rooting for someone you might not otherwise have been. And I think that's great. That could be a healing thing, and conceptually it's good if you keep politics out of it. That being said, I watched the first hour and a half or so of the opening ceremonies for the 2024 Olympics on Friday, and I genuinely couldn't make it through it because it was really bad. So I'm gonna give a brief breakdown of that, but I'm not gonna start with the bad. I'll go to the good, the bad, and the ugly. The only good thing, really, is, I guess visually, some of the visuals were impressive, but the Afghan delegation was waving the old Afghan flag instead of the new, white blanket with black letters Taliban flag thing. So I don't know if they're a delegation from holdouts from the old regime, or if they are actually representing the Taliban, then, screw them. You can get rid of my good section. But if they are holdouts from the old regime, that's kind of nice. I hope they win something. I also just liked, there's a little bit of a reenactment of the French Revolution. That was coolish from my perspective as sort of a fan of military history and stuff. And then immediately after that, they went into this Marie Antoinette reenactment that was kind of grotesque and not in good taste, I would say. Then after that, they got into weird stuff. They had like some throuple thing going on, and I was throwing up a little bit in my mouth. They're like, oh, it's France. They're taking advantage of or playing into the whole idea of the, Paris being the city of love or something like that. And I'm like, okay, but they don't have to shove thruples down our throats. But, that's what they're doing, I guess. And then there was transvestites, and then the climax of all this was this drag queen reenactment of the Last Supper scene that was going around on X, and I actually left the or stopped watching it before that scene came up, and then I got on X to say how the whole thing was brain rot, and I saw that. I'm like, yep, that's actually brain rot. That was blasphemous and completely unnecessary. And like I said, like, the Olympics could be great. This year they're not. Just, I mean, I'm boycotting it just because that, especially because of that Last Supper recreation. There's what, 2.4 billion Christians in the world, and you're gonna show that something that offensive to all of them on the opening ceremonies of all time is no. Not a good take by whoever was directing that opening ceremony. You know, just try to be freaking normal or something. Anyways, that's my take on the Olympics this year. And I really was actually, I was actually gonna, like, get serious and watch them, and then that happened. And specifically, like I said, the Last Supper thing was the final straw for me. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna. And I hope there is a significant enough number of people boycotting it that they're like, hey, this isn't working, and they don't pull something like that again. This just came to my mind before I close out. There was a delegation from refugees, which were refugees from all over the place. Like, I don't know, I guess I don't necessarily have anything against that. Like, if you're a refugee and you don't have an exact country to represent and you still want to compete, it's a little weird, because, like, who are they, like, representing? No one, really. They're just, like, they could, I don't see a problem if you're a refugee, like, why you wouldn't want to represent whatever country you're staying in at the time. But I guess it's whatever. I don't really have anything to say on that. It was just something I wanted to mention. But yeah, other than that, that's all I have for this video. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you later.